The city of Lamora never slept. Neon lights painted the night sky. People called it the city of eternal glow. But deep beneath the light, shadows whispered. In those shadows, evil was born. No one noticed it growing. No one cared to look down. Until one man did. His name was Aaron Vale. And he was about to become something more than human. Aaron was a street photographer. He loved chasing light in the darkest alleys. Light is truth, he used to say. But truth had a cost. One night, he saw something he shouldn't have. A secret meeting between city leaders and the Eclipse Corporation. They traded souls for technology. Machines that fed on human emotion. Aaron took photos, too many. The next day, his studio burned down. His hard drives melted into ash. The police called it an accident. He called it murder. That night, he ran for his life. The rain turned black with smoke. A van chased him through narrow streets. Bullets shattered neon signs. Aaron ducked into an old power substation. The door sealed behind him. Inside, a strange machine pulsed with dark light. It spoke in a metallic whisper. Do you fear the dark, Aaron Vale? Who's there? I am the void between stars. Get out of my head. You came to me. You brought light to darkness. Let me return the gift. Before he could move, the machine exploded. A wave of black fire consumed him. His scream echoed into eternity. Then, silence. Aaron woke 3 days later in a hospital bed. The doctors were afraid to touch him. His eyes glowed faintly purple. The lights flickered when he breathed. What happened to me, he whispered. You shouldn't be alive, the doctor said. Maybe I'm not. That night, Aaron dreamt of shadows that spoke. You are light's opposite now. No, he whispered in his sleep. You are the shadow flare. He awoke drenched in sweat. His reflection showed smoke swirling around him. The air crackled when he moved. Fear turned to realization. He could bend light and darkness. He could vanish in plain sight. He could turn invisible. He could solidify shadow into blades. What have I become? He muttered. The voice inside answered, a balance. Aaron began hearing whispers. They guided him to hidden places. Abandoned labs. Empty skyscrapers. Places Eclipse tried to erase. He found files, experiments, victims, blueprints. They wanted to weaponize the void, he realized. And they used me as the test. The whispers confirmed it. They built the gate. You became the key. Aaron clenched his fists. Then I'll lock it forever. He started small, rescuing the lost. Homeless kids stolen for experiments. He became their unseen protector. The streets whispered his name. The shadow ghost. The night savior. The man of smoke. He liked none of them. But one stuck, shadow flare. He didn't shine. He burned in silence. Eclipse soon noticed their missing property. They created light hunters, agents who wielded artificial light weapons. Their mission, capture Shadow Flare alive. He's the only successful merge, said Director Ven. Bring him in. The hunters stormed the underground tunnels. Aaron was waiting. Shadows wrapped around him like armor. Looking for me, he hissed. The hunters fired beams of radiant energy. He bent the light around him, making it vanish. You can't fight what you can't see. He struck from the darkness, silent and precise. In minutes, only one hunter remained. She dropped her weapon. I know who you are, she said. Then you know you should run. No, I know the truth. You're not the first. What? There were others before you. They died. Who killed them? Eclipse. Then they'll pay. Let me help. Why should I trust you? Because my name is Lyra Ven. The director is my father. Aaron hesitated. Then welcome to the dark side. Lyra and Aaron became partners. She knew Eclipse's secrets. He knew how to fight unseen. Together, they struck from the shadows. They destroyed one lab after another. Each time, Aaron felt stronger. The void within him whispered louder. "You're feeding me well," it said. "You're just energy," he replied. "And you're just flesh. We both need each other." Lyra noticed his eyes darkening. "You're changing," she warned. "I know. Can you control it?" "Not forever." One night, they infiltrated Eclipse Tower. At the top floor, they found Director Ven. "Hello, daughter," he said coldly. "Hello, monster," she replied. He smiled. "You both played your parts well." "What are you talking about?" Aaron demanded. "You think the void was an accident? I sent it to you." "Why me?" "Because you were the perfect vessel." "For what?" "For the end of light itself." The building began to shake. The lights dimmed. "He's opening the gate," Lyra cried. "Then we close it," Aaron growled. The roof split open. A swirling rift of black and white energy tore through the sky. "The void realm," whispered the voice inside Aaron. "Oh? Not anymore," Aaron replied. He leapt into the storm. Lightning of darkness crackled around him. Lyra followed with a photon rifle. "We end this together," she shouted. Inside the gate, reality twisted. Gravity bent sideways. Aaron saw infinite shadows and versions of himself. "Choose, Aaron," the void whispered. "Be light. Be dark. Or be balanced." "I choose neither," he said. "I choose freedom." He unleashed all his power. Shadow and light fused into a blinding pulse. The rift screamed. Director Ven was pulled into it. His final words echoed, "You'll regret this." The gate collapsed in on itself. Silence returned to the city. Lyra and Aaron fell from the sky. He caught her midair with shadow wings. "Still think I'm just darkness? You're the brightest dark I've ever seen." They landed as dawn broke over La Mora. Months passed. The city began to heal. Eclipse crumbled without its leader. Lyra founded a new agency, the Veil. Their mission, protect balance between light and shadow. Aaron worked in secret beside her. But the void inside him wasn't silent anymore. It whispered names. "Ven is not dead. You saw him vanish into the gate," Aaron said. "The void never destroys. It consumes. Then I'll find him." Lyra begged him to stay. "If you go in, you might never return. Then remember me as the man who tried." He stepped into a portal of pure shadow. Lyra watched it close. "Good luck, Shadow Flare." The void was endless. Aaron drifted through shattered dimensions. Echoes of himself whispered secrets. "You can't kill the dark. I can learn to live with it." He followed a pulse of white light, faint but familiar. It led him to Ven. The director had changed. His body was half energy, half void. "Welcome to my kingdom," he said. "You've lost," Aaron replied. "No. I've evolved." They clashed amid floating fragments of reality. Every strike shattered stars. Every scream echoed across eternity. Ven grew larger, feeding on the void. "You can't stop me, boy." "Maybe not. But we can." The shadows around Aaron united. Every echo of him across dimensions merged. "We are Shadow Flare." Their combined light tore through Ven's form. The void screamed. "You're destroying the balance. I'm rewriting it." One final burst erupted, half light, half dark. then disintegrated into silence. The void began to fade. "Where will you go?" the voice asked. "Home," Aaron whispered. Lyra sat alone on the tower's roof. Months had passed. She still watched the sky every night. One evening, the stars blinked, like eyes opening. A tear of light split the air. Aaron stepped out, covered in shadow fire. "Miss me?" he said weakly. Lyra ran to him. "You did it. Maybe. Or maybe the void let me go. You're still you." "Mostly." His eyes flickered, one dark, one bright. "Balance," he said softly. "Always." They looked out over Lamora. The city glowed peacefully. "What now?" Lyra asked. "Now we guard the light. And the dark. That's mine to keep." Years passed quietly. The veil grew stronger. New agents rose to protect the balance. Aaron trained them all. "Light without shadow is blindness," he taught. "Shadow without light is despair. Balance is power." The world slowly changed. People no longer feared the dark. They embraced it as part of the whole. Aaron became myth, a whisper in both light and night. Children left lanterns outside on stormy nights. "That's for shadow flare," they said. "So he can find his way." Lyra grew older, wiser, still fierce. "You ever think of stopping?" she asked him one evening. "You ever think the stars stop shining?" She laughed. "Never." "Then neither will I." One final storm rolled across Lamora. Aaron stood at its heart, silent. "It's time," the voice said. "I know. You can rest." "Not yet." Lightning of shadow and light struck the sky. The city went dark for one breath. Then every light glowed brighter. Aaron was gone. But his presence lingered. In every shadow. In every beam of light. The world felt safer. Calmer. Balanced. Decades later, children told stories of a man made of twilight. A hero who loved both sun and night. A protector who whispered in thunder. "Stay kind. Stay brave. Stay balanced." Historians argued if he ever existed. Scientists searched for evidence. None found any. But the city of Lamora always glowed a little warmer. Especially when the moon was full. And shadows flickered like fire. Somewhere beyond the stars, a voice murmured, "Light endures. Shadow learns. Together, they live." A new dawn broke, brighter, gentler. The balance remained. The legend endured. The whispers faded into memory. Yet every time darkness met dawn, a flare of shadow shimmered in the sky. People looked up and smiled. Shadow flares watching. And in that moment, the city of light slept without fear. For night itself had become a hero. The dark was no longer empty. And balance eternal.